Testing. 1, 2, 1, 2. Check. I gotta check my volume because YouTube is acting up. 1 second. Check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Testing.
Check. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Okay.
Testing. Check. 1, 2, 1.
There we go. It's working. Love it. Let's get into it. You guys already know. Reach out for one-on-one. Follow me on TikTok. I'm doing TikTok recordings right now that'll be posted later. Okay, let's go all signs, see what comes out. Follow me on TikTok. Reach out for one-on-one reading. Take it if it resonates, ditch if it doesn't. 6 of Sword in the upright. This is an energy of travel. This is an energy of tranquil times, placid times, peaceful times. Definitely moving more so towards that energy. If you have extra means, resources wanting to give or share, this could be like a bridal shower. This could be a wedding gift. 4 of Wands is that traditional interpretation. But lately, the personal kind of interpretation that I've been attributing to the 4 of Wands in the upright is this crossing of the finish line. And so you just might feel very generous because you yourself personally are completing this fulfilling cycle, this very kind of well-established and accomplished, long enduring cycle. And you've been on the other side. And so you might be feeling kind of extra gracious at this time. Yes, it's been slow moving, slow coming, but you've grown and developed to this stature of the Queen of Pentacles after traveling as the Knight of Pentacles, which is the slowest energy in the deck. So, fulfilling a major cycle. The World card could have been 4-year cycle in the making for some, and obviously there's always kind of longer narratives at play that we're not aware of. This is, you've kind of poured your heart and soul into whatever it is that you've been fighting for. And you might even find that you advance to the King of Pentacles status much sooner than you thought possible. This is also, could be a family reunion. This could be starting a family of your own. You see these court cards have a similar suit. So this could definitely be blood related, starting your own legacy, being able to really pour into that direction. Yeah, you've taken your knocks, you've taken your bruises, but now is the time to kind of just run in the direction of your happiness, your fulfillment, graciousness, gratitude. And what I'm getting poignantly, more significantly, is like a multiplication effect, a multiplication factor. It's like a bonus round in those old Sonic the Hedgehog games where you're in like the ping pong bonus map, and he's just bouncing on everything, accumulating points. It feels like a multiplier effect here, a multiplication effect. So much so that it might even attract people that want a piece of that light, a piece of that energy. But it feels like you have the acumen, the right eye to be able to discern who's really for you and who's just trying to kind of benefit off of you while bringing nothing to the table. So keep in mind these fair weather friends, associates, family members. But I get a feeling that you'll be able to spot exactly who that is. So I'm not too concerned. Like I said, you've dealt with way worse. You've been there, done that. It's not your first rodeo. It's not your first spin around the block. Let's see what Aries has to say. As always, reach out for more. Peace.
Okay, let's go all signs. Okay, let's go all signs. See what comes out.
crosswatch, reach out for one-on-one reading. Follow me here. The King of Swords in the upright. This is a decision, making a decision, coming to a conclusion. Someone of an authoritarian title or position. Making serious decisions about fun times, celebratory times, celebration. Three of Heart in the upright. Maybe even politicking with someone of a likely stature, similar stature. King of Heart there. You could be meeting someone at a party. You could be sharing your successes, telling tales of how you almost quit, how you almost gave up, and how you came out of conflict. Crossroads decision here, having to do with starting something new. You feel like your options and your possibilities are open now more than ever. Ooh, my nose is itching. But there are some roads that you just won't go back to. Okay. A success affirms the roads and the doors that you've closed in the path, along the path, in the past is what I'm trying to say. And leading up into where you are now. And so you just really have this kind of strong power of discernment at this time. You're not going to play anyone's fool. You're not going to be second fiddle to anyone or anything. You are focused all about you and yours and your stability. You're not just going to jump in and involve yourself into something new and unexpected. You're not going to rush in. You've learned your lessons of this past cycle. You're open to new spontaneity, but again, with caution, with discernment. Okay, this feels as though that like you never thought that you would make this, or maybe even now at times you might not think that you will make this Nine of Pentacle energy, which is kind of true financial freedom and abundance, as practically spoken for as possible, as practical as we can reach financial freedom and independence. But this kind of overthinking, right? And just because you don't see the vision doesn't mean that you can't exercise the manifestation power of feeling like it's all good in the hood, things are paid, even if they're really not quite paid. But remember that a big part of manifestation is practicing the act as if, first and foremost. Okay, there's real power behind that. Let's see what comes out for Taurus, which out for more.
Aries or first house. Crosswatch, reach out for one-on-one. Okay, let's go all signs, see what comes.
Taurus for second house crosswatch, or reach out for one-on-one. Follow me on TikTok. Five of Heart in the upright, second and third chances, new opportunity. Backstab, betrayal. Coming off of the back of a backstab or betrayal, there's a new opportunity. You could go like from 0 to 100, like a complete 180. At one point, you're mourning the loss of something because you're leaving that cycle. But then you've been waiting for this new chapter to begin. Ace of Pentacle in the upright. And it's the conclusion of this cycle of betrayal. So, needless to say, you've learned a whole hell of a lot. And yes, like I said, you are making a beeline. This is about going straight like an arrow as fast as humanly possible. You want to remember to take time out for rest. But for all intents and purposes, it looks like you've reached exactly what you've wanted and needed, and along the way, you've kind of accumulated um, valuable lessons here that will stay with you for life. Yeah, I just see this. There's an opportunity that's coming for you if it hasn't already, and it goes without saying that this is in the nick of time. You might think that it's not a whole hell of a lot, but it will be, and it will be the kind of seed that ends up growing into a really great money tree because you have this Knight of Heart here offering to the five that's being in need, right? And then that five grows to the seven, which is like a money tree, and then to the Ten of Pentacles, which is amazing to see. I apologize for burying the lead and not showing as great of enthusiasm as it is, but the Ten of Pentacles is like you could start a family, you could, create generational wealth, and it starts just from this meek, humble beginning. But you're in the energy of multiplication, multiplying. You know how to do so well without that. As soon as you get a shred of energy, attention, money, you multiply. You know exactly how to utilize and allocate those resources, and that's what a lot of this past cycle has taught you. So don't think that just because on paper the numbers aren't adding up. You got to leave room for the magic and for the miracle that you bring to the table, to the zhuzh that you bring to the table. Don't count that out. Anything could happen. That's a wonderful mindset that you want to stay in. Excited, stay in that excited energy. Anything could happen, no matter what age, no matter what situation. And also, the universe loves when you move energy around. So get up, move around, say yes to opportunities, and even when you're feeling blue, get up, dance, put some music on, just move energy around. That's one of our primary kind of purposes here, I think, in this lifetime, is to just move shit around. Obviously not randomly, but to the extent that you find some sort of emotional joy and positive, healthy satisfaction from it, whatever it is that you're doing. All right, let's see what Taurus has to say. I believe we're on. I don't know if this was. I think this was Taurus. So, but I'll put it in the description.
Taurus or second house. Taurus or second. Aries or
Gemini or third house crosswatcher. Follow me on TikTok. Reach out for one-on-one reading. You can DM me or my numbers out there. So this is accomplishment, victory, divine timing, minor arcana tower moment, but it's a silver lining moment, right? Sudden change overnight, success, clarity, incoming communication, knowing where you stand in agreement, signing a new contract, onboarding. You might do it begrudgingly, but it's something that has to get done, so you're willing to do it. Could be a low energetic day for you, but just kind of getting the paperwork done as far as work is concerned. I'm not sure what these worries or concerns are. Could be others that are affected by your energy or your position, depending on the context of your situation. But you are kind of relinquishing the burden. At this point, you're convinced, you trust divine timing, you trust the astrological sky clock that brings about, great blessings and abundance and rewards in its God-given time. You feel like your world is opening up as well. You're at an emotional high point of self-satisfaction, self-reliance, emotional independence, and maturity here. A place of affluence. Your power is heightened. Your words are coming together as we're now out of that Mercury retrograde shadow phase, and you're just seeing the possibilities of your world now that you're ending this kind of burdensome cycle. You're only picking one narrative and you're sticking with it. You're not trying to do more than you can, and you've achieved a high level of mastery at everything that you've been implementing into your life as of late. Um, so keep on with your bad self. Reach out for more. Let's see what Cancerian has said.
Gemini or third house crosswatcher, follow me on TikTok. Aries or first house crosswatch, reach out for one-on-one reading. Follow me here on TikTok. You have the king is in the upright.
Cancerian or fourth house crosswatch, reach out for one-on-one. Follow me on TikTok. Financial freedom, abundance, independence. 9, looking good, feeling good, looking like $1 million, smelling, feeling like $1 million. Place of stability, a foothold. You wanted to give up, you wanted to throw in the towel, but you stuck to it and it paid off. Coming out of conflict here, water reaching its level, you reaching opportunities that are meant for you specifically as like the main character, if you will, and you saying more than yes to it. Things picking up, things moving fast in the next couple of weeks, receiving compensation, money will be picking up after a drought. Clarity, victory, truth, cutting away of the past, this past cycle of want, which lasted a long while, I'll say. Eight of Pentacles could have been most strongly felt in the career and work sector, but you're coming out of that now. Now we have the emotional front to kind of deal with at this point. Resting and recovering emotionally, kind of feeling like you're coming off of this roller coaster. Nine of Swords in the upright. It's been posing as this kind of concern that maybe hasn't presented itself yet. But not to overthink based on what you know factually, what's on paper. I've been saying you have to leave extra room for miracles and don't forecast so far ahead to the point where you're not leaving room for miracles, is what I would say. I'm getting that Spirit wants to reassure you that you're going to have more than enough and you're going to be in a position to be able to give more than enough, but on the contingent that you fill your cup first and foremost. I think that's another one of the golden lessons that's come to light, to a head in this past 4-year cycle, is that you have to make sure that your basis is covered and that you put yourself first. From here on out, see incoming communication. There could be a public celebration or a function close to home that you're open to as well. Yeah, I see a divine match. King of Pentacle, Queen of Pentacle. This could also be the culmination of some kind of betrayal cycle. If someone's been in the twin flame storyline, you could see that changing like overnight Two of Cup, Ten of Cup. You have that King and Queen in the relative vicinity of each other. And for some reason, Spirit is pointing to matrimony, possible someone you'll be married to or get married to, close to home, Three of Pentacles, incoming communication that you're going to be more than open-hearted to. And it's going to be off the back or having to do with this betrayal cycle that it feels like you're just ending, because now you're seeing the bird's eye perspective as to why it didn't work, which is informing why something will work in the future. Damn, Spirit is giving me words today. I'm loving it. It's just flowing today. Sweet. Let's see what comes out for Leo. Reach out for more.
Cancer.
I don't know what that means, Tanu.
Taurus or second house crosswatcher.
Leo or fifth house. If you're not a Leo, reach out for one-on-one. Follow me on TikTok. Matters of the past, nostalgia, matters of family, friends. Could be a past homestead, childhood home where you grew up, familiar stomping grounds, housing, a home. I'm getting like a best friend's house or best friend's home or the home of your favorite cousin. A bridge to that, bridging towards that, maybe even the possibility of revisiting back home for the summertime. That might be a wish that you're trying to fulfill. It doesn't seem feasible or possible as of now, but be open to any offer or opportunity that might come your way that might be offered in your direction here. Non-gender specific. See the knight offering the balloon to the king there. And this is maybe even envisioning that possibility. Something that struck me last night while I was like twilight about to go to sleep was like fantasizing, visualizing the house of your dreams and how it's laid out. Maybe even drawing a blueprint or a picture of it. I did get that last night, so I might even practice that myself, drawing it. But the reason I say that is because the nostalgia, the memory of, like they say in like manifestation, one trick is like remember your future success as if it's already a past memory, because there's no future or past in the quantum realm. And so this is the card of nostalgia. It's like you're literally remembering your future success that has yet to occur. Now that's a mind fuck, the kind that we like, because it opens up a lot of doors of potentiality. I see that you're at a high place of influence. You're not suffering any fools or suckers. Don't let people guilt trip you into swaying from your moral compass, your code of conduct, your ethical code here. It's like this knight trying to sway this queen of wands here. The knight is usually Scorpio, Sagittarius meets Aries, Pisces, and the queen. It feels like you're firmly planted and footed upon the moral high ground. So don't let someone try to gaslight you. I'm getting that you like outwit, you out-equipped this person. I mean, your brain might just function at faster RPMs than this person. You're just focused on your peace, your personal balance, and that actually might attract someone, a pair here. I'm getting a lot of pairs today. Um, so the more that you're doing good in your life, making positive strides in the right direction, moving up towards your personal heaven on earth, then naturally spirit is going to lead you to someone that you could share that joy and that happiness with. Just don't compromise your peace of mind for a potential person or for anything really. I mean, the older that I get, I realize that nothing is worth your happiness. So either change the external surrounding or change your perspective on it. Um, don't mean to sound so preachy, but that's what's coming out. Let's see what comes out for Virgo. Reach out for more.
Leo, or fifth house if you're not there for one-on-one, follow me on TikTok. Matters of the past, nostalgia, matters of family, friends, maybe a past homestead, travel where you grew up, familiar stomping grounds, housing, home. I'm getting like a best friend's house or a restaurant. Leo. Gemini or third house crosswatcher, follow me on TikTok, reach out for one-on-one reading.
Virgo or sixth house. If you're not Virgo, reach out for one-on-one. Follow me on TikTok. This is celebration, a time of romance, a time of being happy to be alive, being excited to be alive, new opportunities coming to you that feel like they've been taken forever in a day. You've been waiting around, hanging around, playing it cool, investing emotionally in your manifestation reality. That means your internal holographic projection of how you want to feel, how you want to live, your lifestyle. I'm also getting a lot of energies of you being upgraded energetically. And so with that might come more money because you see the Knight here of Pentacle being upgraded to the Queen of Pentacle. Okay. And that's alchemy, right? It's where you've been kind of pouring yourself energetically and then spirit coming to back it up concretely, financially, resource-wise, structurally. And so this opens your world. You're saying, oh my God, I've manifested this. And if you held on to the time component, you might have been taken for a ride. You might have even been beaten up a little bit on that ride. But you'll have gained knowledge, wisdom, and experience, expertise on how to manifest moving forward, meaning primarily not holding on so tightly to a timeline here in the 3D. You have to set it and forget it. Okay. And this speaks to maybe even questioning, doubting that it will ever come, confusion as to where it's been. Feels like two queens are commiserating here. Yeah, it could be like, man, did that take forever in a day, but now they could look back on it fondly because now they see things are growing in appropriately. This really did test your emotional metal, but again, it's well worth it. The juice is worth the squeeze here because for every kind of emotional wave of frustration that you had to go through and endure, it's polishing and refining this Nine of Pentacle aspect, which again, this alchemical transforming you feeling bad emotions and negative feelings as to why things aren't transpiring in your favor on a timely basis or in a timely manner. That is spiritually polishing you so that in the 3D you're uploaded into this better timeline where you are financially free, independent, abundance, looking good, feeling good. It's all being geared to this Nine of Pentacle, and so it is kind of like those grains of sand polishing the pearl in the oyster. That's what you're feeling. It's not for naught, even though you can't see the greater context of the situation. So it's very exciting because you're starting to see things transpire in the 3D to where now you could kind of commiserate with close family, friends, people that you like to share with and talk to. Be like, damn, wasn't that crazy? But we made it. You had my back. Thank you so much. That kind of energy. Let's see what comes out for Libra. Reach out for more.
Virgo, Virgo or 6. Cancerian or 4th one-on-one phone.
Libra or take your seventh house. Reach out for one-on-one. Follow me on TikTok. Shame, guilt, worry, overthinking, but you don't appear to be. King of Pentacles, you look cool on the storefront because you know that you're ethically, morally sound. You're on the right side of history. You haven't compromised yourself. So you could justifiably say, hey, I've earned this celebration, this victory party, this crossing of this marathon finish line is what I've been calling it for the longest time. The camel crossing the desert, finding his or her oasis. It's been a solo journey though, but that King of Pentacles is looking ripe to meet and match with the Queen of Pentacles. That's been the underlying tone here. Could be close to the home front. Three of Pentacles. Hell, it could be someone you go to school with or work with. Incoming communication. Feels like it might be a blind side. It might be where you least expect it. I love this Joker card because it embodies a lot of different energies. Double star card, Two of Pentacle, Joker, Magician, Hangman in the reverse, World card. This is completion, yo. This is Ace of Sword is featured in the card that he's holding in his hand. You can't really see it, but that's what it is. It's a spade. And that's the sword in the tarot. I said the Magician already, I think, but it's just a lot, and it's very beautiful to see that all of this is like avalanching now. It's been taking little cricks and creaks and little hits here and there because you've been throwing rocks at it, and finally this abominable avalanche is coming pouring down, and it feels like good results. It feels like success. It feels like your cup is being filled in all departments. So I really like it. You're going to be singing about it. You're going to be dancing, moving, and grooving about it, hooting and hollering about it. So, hell yeah. Feels very much so work related, and it's going to be something that you could really kind of run, take it to the house, take it further than you thought imaginable. Feels like maybe integrating more with like mainstream work, being able to add to your resume from this new opportunity or offer, which will lead to bigger and better things. It'll be the story of how you got back on the horse after feeling like maybe this past 4 years has just been shit or off track, or past 1 year, 2 year, 3 year. But that's kind of where I'm getting there. All right, let's see what comes out for Scorpio, reach out for one, please.
Libra or Libra 7th house for like one.
Scorpio, we're taking for your 8th house. Follow me on TikTok. Reach out for one-on-one reading. King of Wands in the uprights. You've lost a lot. I'm getting that you've lost a lot of family, friends in the past. Not necessarily to life, but just to having to make cuts, having to make changes, having to remove yourself from the crowds. You might not know how that's going to get fulfilled or replaced. You don't see something coming in that regard, and that might bum you out. And so you might double down and focus on work so as to keep out of your mind. But your passions will be reignited. You will be attracting manifestations. You will have your guard up to see who's coming in. It just feels like an influx of energy, specifically through people, new casts and characters of people. Many romantic relationship based. Hopefully, you'll be filling those slots of friends and family if you're looking to establish those types of relationships as well. It doesn't have to be people that you were born to or born in the same environment with. But it feels like you're bringing the drawbridge down, and you do want healthy relationships in your life. And so it feels like you're being cognizant and mindful of that as well. But you know that you have to put yourself first, and you have to gravitate and attract people that are doing things with their lives and that are serious about, trying to be as good and great in this lifetime for themselves and others as possible. That's what's really coming through here. Okay, let's see what comes out. Reach out for more, please.
Scorpio, we're taking for your 8th. My dad back.
Name day is similar to a birthday, so like we're all named after saints, or like baptized. The Greek people are in the church after a saint, and it's that saint's birthday is your name day. It's very similar to a birthday, the way that we celebrate that, but you share it with everyone who has your same name. So my Greek name is Adonia, named after Saint Adoni or Anthony, and we celebrate on January 17th. Saint from South Africa, yes.